Imagine this: the King of England landing in a country where just days ago, an assassination attempt shook the entire system. And now, he's walking straight into that same environment. This isn't just a royal visit anymore. This feels like a high-stakes thriller. Because while leaders are saying everything is safe, experts are quietly asking, how did security fail before? And could it happen again? You've got rising political tension, explosive interviews, and a situation that's getting more unpredictable by the minute. At one point, even a live interview spirals into chaos. So the real question is this bravery or a dangerous risk no one wants to admit? Because what you're about to see isn't normal. And by the end of this, you might start questioning everything.
The king is coming here, King of England.
I think it's great. He'll be very safe, yeah.
Yeah, and
You know,
you're
the
going
White
to be
House
able to
grounds-
go forward. You're no concerns about security going
No,
forward.
the White House grounds are really safe.
But he's brave. You know, he's fought something that's very tough to fight. He's got a problem with, as you know, that very well documented problem with his health. And he's been amazing, actually. He's very brave, actually.
Is there a serious risk to the safety of King Charles and Queen Camilla over the next 4 days?
I sincerely hope not. Am I seriously worried? It is a strange environment to send a king and queen to a country at war with an enemy who we know has plotted and planned to do all manner of things in the United States.
So Slippery Starmer thinks King Charles can save his failing, dying ass. Let me tell you right now, he is wrong. Sure, the fact the US state visit will go on, even after the third serious assassination attempt on President Trump. And no, I don't believe the shooting was staged.
Right from the very beginning, this story doesn't feel normal. You've got King Charles III stepping into the global spotlight again. A king dealing with serious health challenges, yet still choosing to show up on the world stage. And that alone is being framed as bravery. But here's where things start to get interesting. Because while people are praising his courage, others are quietly asking, is this the right moment for a visit like this? At the same time, Donald Trump is publicly saying everything is safe, that there's nothing to worry about, that the environment is secure. But when you look a little deeper, you start to realize this isn't just about a royal visit. This is about perception, power, and control over the narrative. Because when a king walks into a situation like this, every move matters. Every second
Before you ask, is going to dominate much of the attention. But the Ukrainian firebomber and so-called rent boy trial has finally started today, with independent reporter Jonathan Wong revealing that no reporting restrictions have been implemented as of yet at the High Court, and Kemi Badenoch has won a critical Commons vote tomorrow on whether to take care misled the House, not to mention this bombshell evidence which is going to come tomorrow morning from Morgan McSweeney. But first to the King, who is currently in the air but about to fly into a DC firestorm. In a statement yesterday, Buckingham Palace said following discussions on both sides of the Atlantic through the day and acting on advice of government, we can confirm the state visit by their Majesties will proceed as planned. The King and Queen are most grateful to all those who have worked at pace to ensure this remains the case and are looking forward to the visit getting underway tomorrow. Christian Turner, the new British ambassador to the US, confirmed in person that the visit would be going ahead, adding, "Keep calm and carry."
Now the tension starts to build, because this isn't just any location. This is a place surrounded by conflict, uncertainty, and very real threats. Experts begin raising serious concerns. They're asking questions that no one wants to answer publicly. Is it truly safe? Or are we underestimating the risk? And here's the thing. History has shown us again and again. It only takes one moment, one gap in security, for everything to change. So while officials are telling the public to stay calm, behind the scenes, there's a completely different conversation happening. A conversation about risk, about exposure, about whether this visit should even be happening right now. Because sometimes the biggest danger is the one people choose to ignore.
On. Now, the king, I'm told, was naturally concerned by these shocking scenes at the event, the Washington White House Correspondents' event, at the same DC hotel where President Ronald Reagan was shot in the 80s.
And then, suddenly, everything shifts. What was supposed to be a controlled environment turns into pure chaos. People moving fast, confusion in the air, no one fully understanding what's happening in that exact moment. And this is where reality hits. Because no matter how strong security looks on paper, moments like this expose the truth. Things don't always go according to plan. And when they don't, you see how fragile the system really is. This wasn't just a random disruption. This was a reminder. A reminder that even the most protected places are not untouchable. And for a king about to step into this environment, that changes everything.
But overnight, in a new interview with Norah O'Donnell on 60 Minutes, the CBS show, Donald Trump insisted the king will be safe.
The king is coming here, King of England.
I think it's great. He'll be very safe, yeah.
Yeah, and
You know,
will
the
your
White
events be
House
able to
grounds-
go forward? You're no concerns about security going forward?
The White House grounds are really safe. This area of not very many acres, it's really safe. And he'll be staying here now. I believe he's going to a couple of other locations because he's here for a few days. And he's a great guy. They called and they are so looking forward to being here. We spoke this morning.
So the king is fine. He's still coming. Your events are still going forward.
He's a good person.
There's no indication from the Secret Service or the FBI that there's an additional threat to you or other administration officials?
No. This was a lone wolf, in my opinion. No.
After the chaos comes reassurance. Donald Trump steps in, confident, calm, almost dismissive of the concerns. He insists everything is under control, that security is strong, that there's nothing to fear. But here's the question people are asking. Is this confidence? Or is it damage control? Because when something serious happens, leaders don't just respond, they shape the narrative. And right now, the message is clear. Everything is fine. Move on. But the public isn't so sure anymore, because once doubt enters the picture, it doesn't leave easily. And that's exactly what's happening here.
We may find out something else. This was a sick lone wolf. He's a sicko.
Now, that interview quickly spiraled out of control when Norah O'Donnell of the MSM network CBS repeated the egregious...
The situation escalates even further. What starts as a normal interview turns into a full-blown confrontation. Tough questions are asked, accusations come up, and suddenly, the tone completely changes. You can feel the tension, the frustration, the clash between media and power. This isn't just about one question anymore. This is about control, about who gets to define the truth. And moments like this, they go viral for a reason. Because they reveal something raw, something unfiltered. And once the audience sees that, there's no going back.
You should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
You're disgraceful.
Now, Trump eventually explained what happened on the night and why there was that delay. Watch.
Now, we get a closer look at what actually happened during the incident. Step by step, second by second, the sequence unfolds. Security moving in, confusion rising, decisions being made in real time. And here's what stands out the most. Even at the highest level, there's hesitation. There's uncertainty. Because in moments like this, no plan is perfect, and every second matters. Every move counts. This wasn't just an incident. It was a test of systems, a test of response, and a test of how prepared they really are. And the results? Not as perfect as people would like.
Protection Di Davies, who will be here on Outspoken shortly, said uncomfortable questions about the White House shooting are already beginning to circulate. We must urgently review King Charles's visit. On Fox News, Trump described the king as brave for continuing the trip while battling cancer and this new security threat.
First of all, King Charles is coming, and he's a great guy, and we look forward to it. He's really a fantastic person and a tremendous representative, and he's brave. You know, he's fought something that's very tough to fight. He's got a problem with, as you know, that very well documented problem with his health, and he's been amazing. Actually, he's very brave, actually, and he's a friend of mine for a long time. So he's coming, and we're going to have a great time, and he represents his nation like nobody else can do it.
Actually, I would say both men are pretty brave, given this is how they have previously dealt with assassination attempts.
It happened as Prince Charles was being introduced to the crowd at Darling Harbour. There were two shots. The attacker came within a metre of the Prince, the New South Wales Premier, among those who grabbed him. Eyewitnesses say the man is aged in his late 20s and tripped as he rushed on stage. The Australia Day celebration continued afterwards.
To understand the present, you have to look at the past. Because this isn't the first time a royal has faced danger. There have been moments where threats became real, where situations turned unpredictable. And yet, the image that's always projected is strength, control, composure. That's what makes this so powerful. Because even in the face of danger, the expectation is to remain calm, unshaken. But behind that image, there's always risk. There's always uncertainty. And that's what connects the past to what's happening right now.
Prince unhurt, and he made no comment on the incident. The man's being questioned by police.
I mean, I'm sorry, no matter what you think of Charles, right? No matter what you think of Charles, that is pretty cool, right? Like, just playing with my cufflinks as the dude tries to assassinate me. But on a serious note, there is growing outrage at how leftists on both sides of the Atlantic have contributed to what is a surge of political violence. As Marianne Fall put it, April 23rd, Jimmy Kimmel made an assassination joke about Trump. April 25th, someone tried to assassinate Trump. If you're looking for an explanation on why this cycle of violence continues, there it is. Watch. But first, quick gut check for the new year. Data leaks aren't rare, they're routine. When a major breach lands, it's millions of records in one blast. Phone numbers, home addresses, logins, sometimes much worse. The nasty trick, that data gets traded indefinitely. Data brokers and people search sites buy and resell it on loop, so scammers, stalkers, even a nosy employer can surface far too much with a simple search. That's why I use Incogni. In a murky industry, it's the service independently verified by Deloitte. They send removal requests to hundreds of broker sites and private databases, chase the slow ones, and log confirmations as records are taken down.
Now the conversation shifts from security to responsibility. Because people are starting to ask, who's really to blame? Is it the system? The media? The political climate? Some argue that rising tensions and constant narratives are fueling something much bigger. And whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. The situation is becoming more divided, more intense. Because once blame enters the picture, the story becomes bigger than the event itself. It becomes a battle of perspectives, and everyone has an opinion.
Then I was covering your Daily Mail column, and you are concerned over the security for King Charles after this third assassination attempt on Donald Trump on Saturday. Was it the right decision for him to go to Washington, D.C.?
Well, it's a fait accompli now, and what I was concerned about primarily was what would have happened if the King and Queen had been in that scenario. And again, number of questions need to have been asked about the security, how he was able to run like a sprinter past 5 or 6 secret agents and get to another checkpoint where obviously he was stopped, but he was in with 100 or 2 yards and very close really. And the questions have to be asked, how on earth he got in to the hotel carrying all these firearms, and then how he should have gone into what's known as a sterile area. And despite hundreds of police officers, secret agents, SWAT teams, you name it, he was able to do it. And not only was he able to do it, he was able to shoot a Secret Service guy, and he's lucky to be.
And now we hear from someone on the inside, a security expert with years of experience. And his perspective? Far more serious. He points out gaps, failures, things that shouldn't have happened. And when someone like that speaks, people listen. Because this isn't speculation anymore. This is professional analysis. And it adds a new layer to the story. A layer of realism. Because behind all the headlines, there are real vulnerabilities, and they can't be ignored.
Is there a serious risk to the safety of King Charles and Queen Camilla over the next 4 days?
I sincerely hope not, and I hope that the Secret Service and all the others have learned the lessons. And what one aspect has been is that this has hopefully ensured that both the royalty protection officers from this country who were there already, ready to prepare them, and those who are traveling with the King and Queen, that they have gone over every aspect. Washington and other areas, particularly where they're going to face the public, has to be looked at again. A greater safety zone has to be built in, and including assassination points. I mean, Trump, whether you like him or not, is hugely unpopular, I'm told, not by everyone. But again, we're in a war zone. And I don't know any other, apart from 1939, when George VI went to America just before, but they weren't at war then. Yes, war was coming, but again, believe it or not, there was a plot to attack them as they went over the Canadian border then. So you've got to learn your lessons of history, and you've got to remember that quite often so-called lone skins or lone wolf, they often are the ones who present you with problems. In terms of, am I seriously worried? No, I think they will be as safe as you can be. There's no such thing as 100%, but I can't imagine that Trump and his various individuals who are responsible would let anything happen to them. But I hope the planning has been secure, etc., etc. But it is a strange environment to send a king and queen to a country at war with an enemy who we know has plotted and planned to do all manner of things in the United States. It is a strange decision.
And finally, we reach the biggest question of all. Is the king actually safe? The answer isn't simple. On one side, you have confidence, reassurance, control. On the other, you have uncertainty, risk, and unpredictability. And somewhere in between is the truth. Because no matter how strong the system is, there's no such thing as zero risk. And in a world like this, that's what makes everything feel so unpredictable. So in the end, this isn't just about one visit. It's about the reality we're living in. A reality where power, danger, and perception all collide at the same time.